They were the world's first virtual cover band. The times were good, but all good things must eventually crash, burn, and implode. This is the story of Inevitable Warning.
Yeah, we're the greatest thing that ever existed. Well, I am. Don't know about the rest of them.
Achilles is the kind of person where, on paper, he seems like a jerk, but when you actually meet him, he's
How did we start, you ask? Let me take you back to the Christmas 2007.
I saw this box and it said Rock Band on it. And I knew I just had to have it.
With Rock Band in their possession, Jesus and Achilles returned home and began a journey that would change their lives forever.
Okay, so when we first plugged it in, it was like we were playing a game with instruments. It was great!
As time went by, they discovered that their band was missing a very important part.
Without a guitar player, we weren't a real band. And I knew my next door neighbor played guitar, so I asked him.
When they first asked me to be their guitarist, it was the greatest day of my life.
He was way too excited. To be honest, it made me cringe.
With a guitarist now in their possession, the band was nearly complete.
Alright, well, we needed a drummist, obviously, and, well, we held auditions. Everyone was so great.
They were all terrible.
They all sucked. But there was one who sucked just a little bit less than the rest.
I'd played in so many bands before, I just thought I'd try something different.
He was in a lot of bands.
I was in Delicious Bridge, Awkward Syrup, Balloon Melt, Friendly Cousin,
Don't get me wrong, the guy was good at what he...
Scary Boat, Door in a Jar, The Existers, Medical Weapons.
The band was finally complete. We played all through the night. Of course I was the best, but I let them think that they were alright.
After we played a few songs, we needed some management.
After we played our first set list, I decided we needed a manager.
Achilles decided that he was unable to manage us and be in the band at the same time. So I suggested my mom as the manager.
That didn't last long. She couldn't handle Achilles' attitude.
She said she didn't want to deal with me. Can you believe that? Me! Me!
Without a manager, we were pretty much just another crappy cover band, so I suggested an old friend of mine, Trevor Dent.
There was something about that guy that just didn't seem quite right.
The guy was always screaming, but he was a good man.
Now that we had a manager, it was time to rock.
The band quickly conquered every set list the game programs could throw at them. Then came the first big achievement they could get. It was time for them to win an airplane.
With the plane, I could spread my greatness across the entire Earth.
However, the group soon learned that the plane was not an easy prize to win.
They say practice makes perfect, but we practiced.
Well, we practiced a lot. Some people say it made us a little crazy. Crazy. Us. Can you imagine?
Achilles figured we'd practice.
We were finally ready. It was time for me to win the airplane.
That stupid plane, it completely ruined our dynamic. It also made Achilles and Jesus the way they are now.
The plane was awesome.
You want to know about the plane? Well, let me tell you, it was fan.
The plane opened my mind. It made me realize I'm the greatest thing since chocolate cake.
That stupid plane.
With the much sought-after plane now in their possession, the band was finally on their way to reaching the big time. However, the band's internal problems were beginning to take their toll.
We all felt so high and mighty, especially Achilles.
The fame really got to Achilles. That
Dante became a giant pain in the
All the arguing between them was really putting me down.
What was I gonna do? Stop it? I mean, I always get interrupted.
All those people were starting to get on my nerves. I couldn't take it anymore.
With the band in disarray, the manager decided to book a big show to try and bring them back together.
Trevor got us this gig at the Garden. I was like, okay.
It was a dream come true. Our little group had finally hit the big time.
Finally, a chance to show the world how godly I am.
I remember that day like it was yesterday.
Achilles threw one monster of a fit that day. He even left after we were only 7 songs in.
You! Hold that but you! Hold the instrument the right way! And you! Actually hold on to your drumstick!
Why don't you try singing better?
That is a good point. You
Dare insult me? I don't have to take this
I
from
mean,
competent musicians.
that is mean. We're not really that incompetent. I mean, glad we got the kitchen table on stage.
Things just weren't the same without Achilles. I mean, Dante was less angry, but we failed out a lot more.
The guy was finally gone. If you ask me, we were better off without him.
Good times were over. Without Achilles, we pretty much...
They sucked without me. They sucked with me. But without me, they were worse than pathetic.
With Achilles gone, the band slowly fell into oblivion. They had no choice but to go their separate ways.
It was the happiest day of my life.
Do I miss it? Hell!
Was I sad? A little bit. But hey, life moves on, right?
Now that the band was no more, the 4 members tried to make it on their own. But the world will not soon forget the story of Inevitable Warning.
We're still friends. So, what'd you come out here to talk to us about?
I'm leaving you guys. You all suck. You suck. You suck. You suck!
Well, we'll miss you.
They say ships pass in the night, but it seems our ship left a little too early. And they say the sunshine shines in the morning, but it seems that at night it goes away.
That was a good punch.